Welcome. This is Jeff. This is Daniel. This is Raul.
What? Got all the names mixed up. That's okay. That's okay. We'll edit that out.
We have just come from what movie?
Logan.
What the Okay.
Logan, starring Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, and the little girl, whatever her name is, coming back one more time to reprise their roles. As Logan this movie takes place in 2029. Logan is now an old man dealing with the fact that his powers are failing him. There are almost no mutants left in the world, and he's just literally a chauffeur, taking care of an insane or going insane Professor X. Thoughts?
Did they make it? I mean, I must be the only one that's like, what the fuck did they do?
Why did they die?
You know, everybody's so caught up in the action and, oh my God, cut the head, which is all good. But what the fuck? They killed Professor X.
And they killed Wolverine.
And they killed Wolverine.
So much for no spoilers.
That's not even... That's not even it. What got me was... The whole story revolves around this kid making it to fucking Canada. And we don't even know if they made it.
Actually, the whole point was her to get to North Dakota.
Which is worse.
Fuck you. They were going to Canada. They were going to Canada.
Afterwards.
They were going to the border. But we're left like, okay, Wolverine died. Movie's over. Who cares about the girl? Who cares about the girl now?
By the way, the girl's her daughter. His daughter. Wolverine's daughter.
I'm just like, I'm like, what? Don't get me wrong. The movie was good. The action sequences were good. You know, like you said, this is John Wick and X-Men world. But there's so many plot holes that are like, and that whole bullet thing. I don't know. Wolverine Origins, they shoot Wolverine like 3-4 times with titanium bullets.
Adamantium.
And he just spits it right back out and loses his memory. This fucking clone, which probably they could be explaining the fact that he's a clone. One bullet
at the beginning.
No. I mean, like, maybe that's why the bullet did what it did to him. Because this fucking clone, all it took was one bullet, blew his fucking head out. It's just too many. I just wish they would tie it up with the whole. Like you said, it just seems like every movie is a standalone with different rules and different thing in that particular universe. And again, I don't know if they made it. Those are my thoughts. I went too far. I mean, I went too long.
Now that we skipped over the whole movie to get to the end, and what did you think about the beginning of the movie? He's a man of little words.
He's just there.
He's just there. The action was really good, I thought. There were some parts where they did a little bit too much jumpy cam and shaky cam that annoyed me. Even in the first fight, when the Cholos tried to jack his car.
Oh yeah.
There was a little bit too much flash editing, which is kind of interesting because when they do longer fight scenes with the camera pulled out, it's really well done. So it kind of didn't make sense to do so many cuts at that time.
Yeah, I agree.
This movie is not really a superhero movie. This is definitely more or less a road trip movie.
Yeah.
This is more or less Xavier, Logan, and Laura.
Yeah.
Yes.
Going from
Wolverine's daughter.
Yeah, thank you. Going from Mexico to North Dakota, and that's actually probably the strength of this movie. For as much, I know a lot of the people love the violence of it, but the actual interaction, especially between Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman, freaking amazing. They have awesome chemistry. I'm maybe the only one to say this, but actually the swearing was probably more jarring than the violence.
It's just because you're not used to seeing
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart curse.
Yeah, well, unless you watch American Dad, then
That's true. Any other person, it would have been like, But that's what made it funny.
Yeah. Oh, the whole thing about the pills, like, that was freaking hysterical.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
One thing that I got confused was the medical guy selling him ibuprofen.
Yeah, he was skipping on him.
Oh, he was tricking him.
He was
Okay.
tricking him because that's one of the, and actually I like that point that Logan, his powers are failing so badly
He couldn't see.
that he had to use glasses.
Reading glasses at that.
Yeah, he
for
did.
real.
He used reading glasses, not even good ones. He got like the ones that they sell at Rite Aid and the on the trays for $10. That was actually pretty cool. I like the way that Wolverine or Logan didn't believe in it. He didn't believe in the coordinates. Like when he started looking at the comic,
Yeah.
like there's actual X-Men comic books in this universe.
For like, and yeah,
There's actually X-Men comic books in this universe, which is
and
pretty.
yes, they're like the old ones.
Yeah, they're not. They're
I think that was an inside joke.
no. It was actually. Did you catch it
What?
when Logan is looking at
The back
the comic book? I think it's in the bar, or is it when he's talking to the girl?
No, it's in the car.
No, when he
he's
was talking to his
the
daughter.
girl.
Yeah, when he's talking to Laura, and I don't know how many people are gonna catch this.
At the
'Cause
back of the comic, he said, I forgot what he said.
All right, at the back of the comic, and I caught this at the premiere. No one else caught this to me. Then again, I was freaking in the first row. It was a cover or a parody cover of a 1988 Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
I didn't catch it.
Except they changed the name of it to Grappler something or other. And on the cover was Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect.
Oh, I didn't catch it.
I caught it in, like that. I was
I
like,
caught
I
it
used
too.
to have. No, you didn't, because I told you.
No, I caught it. I just didn't know what it was.
I didn't catch it.
So you told me.
The violence was very good.
The violence was also painful.
Yeah.
Extremely painful.
Yeah, no, I got no problem with the violence and the action sequences. It's just the story.
I don't think it was as.
Did they make it?
No.
Did they make it? That's all I want to know. Did they make it?
Second time you hit
How do
me,
you
man.
end a movie? How do you end a movie that's solely based on getting this girl to safety in fucking Canada?
Canada.
And then you end the movie once Wolverine dies, and all you see is the kids continuing their journey. And you don't even know if they make
You
it.
do know this movie's called Logan, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you end it like that. Oh, a movie's called Raul. Raul saving Danny from death and all that. Raul, Danny's hanging by a mountain, holding on to him. Holding on to the mountain. Help me, help me, Raul, help me. Raul goes to help him get shot, movie over. What the fuck happened to Danny? Did he make it or not? You know, it's
I think
this is how I feel with Wolverine, with Logan. I'm like,
You're going a little bit too dramatic. You assume they walk
No,
off.
he's not.
I don't think anyone cared about. You know, we assume they all got away fine.
But by the way, his cross was an
you
X.
can't assume that with this fucking universe.
His cross was an X, by the way.
Yeah, that was actually one of the problems I have with this movie. Is not as touching as you would think it would. I know you already freaking hit spoiler territory, but
I have to.
you did it freaking from the start.
I have
You
to.
people are the worst. When Xavier dies, I don't really feel anything. I think the only thing that was good about the only heartfelt part about Xavier dying is when the little girl, when Laura saw him, and she realized he died. Like him actually dying really didn't mean it. Even when Logan died, they tried to make that a tearjerker. I've heard people like have tears for that, and I can understand it. I didn't feel anything, and this is the second time I saw this movie.
I agree.
I think I actually felt more for when she turned the cross into an X at the end than I
that
did
was
for the
very
actual
touching.
death.
That was very touching.
This movie It's a beautifully shot movie. This movie's directed by James Mangold. He did a couple of he did the Wolverine, which I haven't seen yet, so we're probably gonna see that tomorrow morning. He also did Walk the Line, which I love that movie, but then again, I'm a country song, and you people were bitching about fucking Johnny Cash at the end. And he also did 310 to Yuma, which is a friggin' amazing Western movie. Fuck True Grit. That was 310 to Yuma is far better. Fuck True Grit. That fucking movie's so overrated. Anyway, this movie's shot very well. And actually, if you really want to think about it, this is a good year for Westerns that aren't really Western.
Yeah.
Because if you think this is really a Western, John Wick 2 is definitely a Western. All we need is somebody on a fucking horse.
It's the year of the rated R.
Oh, definitely.
The year of the rated
R. Which is gonna be funny later in the year when we watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2. This movie is a very good movie. Don't get me wrong. Had a lot of fun. Ending kind of falls apart.
There's no more X-Men. They're all dead.
Well, we know that from the beginning. Ending kind of falls apart. The road trip part is a lot of fun. The interactions between Xavier, Logan, and Laura are friggin' off the charts. It just never feels put together. It's not as great as everyone, all the comic book fans want it to be. All the comic book fans I think they're just going crazy because of the violence, in all honesty.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's that gore thing. It's that John Wick thing.
But John Wick at least was more coherent, or at least it was more well-paced and it had enough momentum. Actually, that's kind of funny you say that, because as little story as John Wick has, at least it flows well. Yeah, this is a movie that's based on emotion, but for some reason
you don't feel
it's not there. I told you this story. I didn't tell you this story. I saw it at the premiere last week. And there was this kid behind me who, classic comic book fan. I had the same reaction to it as I had this time. And he was like, "Oh, tell me what you thought about da-da-da." And he started rattling off some nonsense about comic books. And then I turned behind him and I was like, "Dude, what the fuck phone was that guy using to edit? Freaking take pictures that obviously she couldn't have been holding the phone." I started pointing out the fact that at the end, why the fuck are the kids running? Just fucking kill those guards. And then the guards didn't shoot them, even though before that, the scientist, which was a totally pointless character, told them, dead or alive. What the fuck? Did they need cardio? Fucking shoot the little kid.
That's true.
And that little kid had no idea how to answer that, because I was actually giving criticism.
Yeah, well, actually, I think at the end they were trying to get rid of the kids. They were trying to purge
But they weren't shooting them.
Again,
they fucking ran with them.
And we still don't know if they make it.
And then the little kids didn't fight back, but yet they had no problem fighting back when they had to.
Fucking Canada.
Fucking kill the little fucking bastards.
Canada?
Listen, we're not Canada bashing. I'm gonna have a Labatt as soon as I get in the house. Yeah. He's gonna have a Canada Dry, and he's going home.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Final thoughts.
Just rate it.
I want to know if the kids made it.
The kids make it. And why did everybody have to die?
Completely fun movie. Last scores.
8.
7.5.
8.5.
That's it for us. You crack me up, little buddy. Next time.